Today I'm going to be talking about how three important movements, realism, symbolism, and surrealism, shaped theater between 1880 and 1940. During this time, artists challenged traditional theater and experienced it with new ways of storytelling. This period was full of major changes. Scientific discoveries from thinkers like Charles Darwin made people question old beliefs about humanity and nature. Sigmund Freud introduced new ideas about psychology and the unconscious mind. The decline of traditional religion led many artists to search for deeper meaning in different ways. At the same time, the world was facing the horrors of war, the rise of new technology, and the impact of imperialism on cultures around the globe. All of these influences pushed theater away from being just entertainment and towards something more reflective, emotional, and experimental. These movements didn't just change how plays looked, they changed how audiences understood human experience. And with that, let's start with realism. Realism aimed to show life exactly how it is. Instead of exaggerated plots or dramatic, heroic characters, realist play focused on ordinary people dealing with everyday struggles. This was a major break from traditional theater, which often relied on a fantasy, melodrama, or idealized characters. Playwrights like Henrik Ibsen, Emile Zola, Gerhard Hauptmann, and Maxim Gorky wrote stories that highlighted social issues, moral conflicts, class struggles, and the emotional problems of real families. For example, Ibsen's plays often explore gender roles and the pressures society placed on women, encouraging audiences to question the norms they were used to. Gorky showed the hardships of working class life in Russia, making audiences confront uncomfortable realities. Realism changed the look at theater too. Sets became more detailed and believable, actual furniture, real homes, and props that characters used naturally. Dialogue shifted from poetic speeches to the way real people talk. Actors began focusing on subtle gestures and natural movement instead of big theatrical poses. This movement laid the foundation for modern theater and even influences film and television today. Almost everything we consider realistic acting in movies today began with realism. It made theater relatable and socially aware, connecting audiences to the lives of everyday people in a way they haven't experienced before. So for symbolism, I stated that it developed as a reaction to realism. While realism focused on the visible world, symbolism tried to express the hidden truths beneath the surface, things like emotions, dreams, spirituality, and internal struggles. Instead of showing life realistically, symbolist theater created a mood or feeling that represented deeper meaning. They transformed theater. Certain playwriters transformed theater by using shadow, color, and abstract shapes instead of detailed, realistic sets. Symbolists believed that lighting could express emotion better than physical objects, so they used dim lights, colored lights, and shadows to create dreamlike atmospheres. But many experiments with moving screens and abstract backgrounds to remove distractions and focus on the emotional experience. Certain playwriters revolutionized stage theater and created depth using light instead of flat painted scenery. Symbolism's influence is still seen in modern theater today. Many directors use symbolic staging, expressive lighting, and abstract design to create mood rather than literal realism. So for surrealism took the ideas of symbolism even further by exploring the subconscious mind. Inspired by Freud's idea about dreams, surrealist artists believed that irrational thoughts, strange images, and dreamlike experiences could reveal deeper truths in human nature. Surrealist theater aimed to break logic and challenge the audience's expectations. Scenes might shift suddenly, characters might act like dream figures, and the staging could include bizarre images meant to shock or unsettle. One of the most influential figures in this movement was Anton Artaud. He developed the concept of theater of cruelty, which wasn't about violence, but about shaking the audience out of their normal, comfortable way of thinking. His performances used loud sounds, unusual lighting, and intense acting to create a powerful emotional impact. Surrealism helped inspire immersive and experimental theater today, where the focus is on making the audience feel something deeply rather than simply watching a normal storyline. This sensation and physiological exploration. So these objects are also like dreamlike because you can see here that there are objects floating around also, which is not realistic. So that's why it's showing it's dreamlike. And here shows a room, which I kind of interpret it as someone who is very chaotic in their mind And obviously that's not how our mind looks, but it's kind of like a dream-like, it's not real. And this is an ocean on the theater stage, which is also not realistic, but it just wants to show you what they can do. So comparing the movements, we have symbolism showing the objects, surrealism being very dreamlike, and realism showing detailed sets in how theater truly is. So realism focused on life as it is truly, with detailed sets, natural dialogue, and relatable characters. Symbolism reacted against this, trying to express inner emotions and spiritual truths, using mood, lighting, and abstractions. Surrealism pushed even further into the world of dreams and the subconscious, creating shocking and imaginative scenes that challenged traditional storytelling. Each movement shaped the next. Realism grounded theater in everyday life. Symbolism challenged that by exploring inner meaning, and surrealism broke all boundaries, embracing pure imagination. Together, these movements transformed theater from straightforward storytelling into a rich, diverse art form capable of expressing both reality and the inner world. Why these matter? Even today, modern theater is deeply shaped by these movements. Realism influences nearly every movie and TV show that uses natural acting and realistic dialogue. Symbolism continues to inspire stage designers and directors who use lighting and abstract visuals to create emotional meaning. Surrealism influences immersive theater, dreamlike plays, experimental performances, and productions that focus on sensory experiences. Understanding these movements help us appreciate how theater evolved into the complex and expressive art from what we know today. They show why theater is more than just actors on a stage. It's a powerful tool for exploring ideas, emotions, society, and the human mind. And to show on a straightforward point of view, symbolism revealed hidden truths using mood, lighting, and abstract sets to explore emotions and spiritual ideas. Realism focused on life as it is, using detailed sets and natural dialogue to explore society. Surrealism explored subconsciousness, using dreamlike, shocking, imaginary to create intense audience experiences. So in conclusion, what I've learned is realism, symbolism, and surrealism each transformed theater in unique and important ways. They changed how actors performed, how sets were designed, and how audience connected with the story. Their bold experiments continue to influence modern theater, proving that theater is not just entertainment, it's an art form that challenges, moves, and inspires us. These movements expanded what theater could be, and their impact is still felt in performances today. And these are my sources.